Hello guys, I'm Futureal. I stream 5 days a week over on twitch.tv/Futureal. And in this video we are back with another episode of Gamer Eats Peppers. This pepper we have here, the Khang Starr's Lemon StarrBurst, is a pepper I have been after for quite a while. Khang Starr is one of my favorite YouTubers when it comes to growing and eating chili peppers, and this is one of his personal crosses that he has developed and cultivated himself. I managed to get some seeds earlier this year, and this is the result. This is the first taste of this freaky looking pepper. I am pretty picky on the pheno, which means the shape of the pepper. It's supposed to have a tail underneath here to be the correct pheno that he wants this pepper to have. So that's why I'm gonna eat this with seeds and placenta and everything. I don't care about saving peppers from this particular fruit because it's not how the fruit is supposed to be when you are continuing the generations for cultivation. I do have some that look correct, and those seeds I will save. I also want to say, KhangStarr, if you ever end up watching this video, thank you very much for everything that you're doing for the chili growing community. You're an innovator, and I feel very happy to have found your content on YouTube. There's also going to be links to his site underneath the video here. So that's the only thing we can do. Fingers crossed. We're going to take a little glass of water here. Always do this if you're tasting a pepper. Wash it real quick. There can be like pesticides, dust, bugs, whatever. Make sure that you wash the pepper like this. And then let's go. We remove the stem. I hope, without breaking anything. There we go. Stem and pepper. Okay. I'm glad I thanked you before I ate this, because in a couple of minutes I might hate you. Bottoms up, guys. Holy hell, what a flavor. Oh my god. Oh, here comes the kick. Yikes. But wow, that was an incredible pepper. Holy hell. Oh. That that was unbelievable. Wow. That's insane. That's probably the most flavorful chili pepper I have had ever. Yeah, it's still building, guys. It's still building. Oh, my hands are shaking a little bit. This is very spicy. Very, very spicy. Oh, right now it's the entire tongue, the back of the throat. Not so much of the top of the throat. No, nothing on the lips. Oh. Whew. Jesus Christ. Whew. Nothing bad with the stomach. Oh yeah, there's gonna be crying and snotting. But oh, what a flavor. Yikes. Oh. Whew. Oh, be careful to not touch your eyes, guys. Oh, oh man. Oh, no, not yet. I think this is probably the spiciest pepper I've ever eaten. Oh, that was bad. Oh. Oh. No drinks allowed, guys. No drinks allowed. If you do if you do eat something very spicy, the best thing you can have is ice cream. Oh, holy crap! Oh, this is probably the spiciest pepper I've eaten, but it was so tasty though, until it hit me in the face with a baseball bat. Oh, a chilled beer is the absolute worst. Oh yeah, this is more spicy than the habanero. This is more spicy than the habanero by far. Oh, Jesus Christ. Whew. The bad part about the habanero is that it hits so hard. Like, the habanero hits immediately, but it dissipates pretty quickly. Oh, KhangStarr, if you see this, I'm glad I thanked you before the video, because I hate you about 11 out of 10 right now. You absolute sadist. Oh, but okay. Back to the pepper. Okay, it is starting to dissipate. We're starting to get feeling back in our lips, in our mouth. It was a very, very surprising flavor. Yeah, it's KhangStarr Lemon StarrBurst is the name. It's one of the crosses that my favorite YouTuber for peppers have made. It was an unbelievable flavor. Very, very lemony, very, very strong citrus flavor, and mixed with I wouldn't say, well, maybe it is like a Chinense flavor. It's like it's almost like a lemon and a habanero mixed together. Super flavorful. This is gonna be in all the food I can imagine, like all the food I can possibly put this in. And yeah, it's a Scotch Bonnet and a Bahamian Goat. That's the cross. Scotch Bonnet is a Chinense, I think. And the lemon flavor is so pronounced. It's amazing. Holy crap. I can't wait to put this in Asian food, in fried rice, in ramen, and things like that. Oh, that's gonna be great. The worst of the burn is over. My tongue is back. Hi. It's there. I can feel it. This is this is so far the best pepper, and funnily enough, it's also the spiciest pepper that I have tasted on these segments so far. If you can get seeds for KhangStarr's Lemon StarrBurst where you live, and you are a madman when it comes to chilies, definitely try to get these seeds. This pepper was absolutely fantastic, even if it was spicy as Satan's anus. What a fantastic flavor. My mouth is, like, if I lick the inside of my mouth, I can still feel lemon flavor, like citrus flavor. It's so good. What a surprise that was. I did not expect that at all. It's like a flavor bomb. It's the most flavorful pepper I have tasted. Absolutely amazing. Or you're not gonna get away from this pepper if you're. If I would say, don't mess around with this pepper unless you are intermediate to experienced when it comes to peppers. This is very spicy. Obviously, like, you don't have to be as dumb as I was. You don't have to eat it raw. You don't have to eat all of it. You don't need to be a degenerate, okay? So even if you're a new person, this is a super tasty chili. you can actually, this is a true story, guys, you can actually put this on a board, take a knife and cut it into pieces and put it into food without eating the entire fruit and melting your face, okay? That's allowed. You don't have to be a degenerate, even if there are some people that are. But for us that like to taste these fruits raw, right off the bush, I would say you would have to be intermediate to experienced before you go with this one. I actually don't know how spicy that was. It doesn't really have a accurate scale for how spicy it is, because it is a cross, and it's quite young. There's not that many generations of this pepper that have been grown, so the pepper are kind of unstable. That's why you saw the one with the shape that I had. It's not the shape that the designer of the pepper wants. So that means that it's our responsibility as growers to keep the pepper looking the way that the inventor, you want to say, or the cultivator wants them to look. And the rest you just put in the food. You don't save the seeds. You only save seeds from the fruits that have the correct look, the correct pheno, as they call it. And then you cultivate that fruit, and then there's a higher likelihood that the peppers on the next tree that comes directly from the seeds of a fruit that looks correct, there's a higher chance that more fruits on that tree will have the correct shape. And then you do the same. Then you take a fruit that has the correct shape on that tree and you cultivate that. And then when you do that for enough generations of the tree, all of a sudden this is now regarded as a stable, actual cross. And it will spring out with the correct strength and the correct pheno, I would say 98 out of 100 times. So that's what you want. You want to keep getting quick generations. So I'm gonna sow. Oh, sorry about that. I have snot coming out of every orifice here. I'm gonna sow these seeds just after New Year's from the plants that from the fruits that I have harvested, or from the fruits that I'm going to harvest that have the correct pheno, and I'm gonna grow the next generation immediately, and I'm gonna get rid of the 2 trees that I have as soon as I have harvested all the peppers, because I really want to get this as stable as possible. And in Europe, there is not anyone that has, or there is. I got this from Europe from a friend in the pepper growing community on Discord. But it's very hard to get seeds from this from this variety in Europe, because he's stationed in the US, and sending things across the Atlantic is very expensive. So there's not a lot of people in Europe that have seeds. And if I do get a lot of seeds, I'm going to reach out to KhangStarr myself and ask if it's okay to distribute his seeds here in Europe. Or if he says that I can't do it because it's his, then I have to respect that. So yeah. Oh, the Puckerbot has his seeds in the US. All right. So that if you are in the US and you want to check out the KhangStarr's Lemon StarrBurst for seed, check out Puckerbot. And also in Europe, there is a store that I like. I don't think they have this seed, but doesn't hurt to check. But if you are stationed in Europe and you want to check out places to get seeds, I have had a very good experience with pepperseeds.eu. I think they're located in Holland, so they are in the European Union. I have received seeds here in Italy, where I live now. I have also received seeds in Norway, and it just took like 3 or 4 days. Everything was the way that I wanted. They also contacted me because I didn't have one of the seeds that I ordered, and they replaced it with a different variety of the same pepper. Very friendly, very easy to work with. So if you do live in the EU and you want to obtain some seeds, check out pepperseeds.eu. At least I have had a good experience with those people there. Whew, whoa. That was Crimea River for a little bit there, but we are over it, guys. We're doing quite good. And yes, I am growing my peppers inside. I had my peppers here. You see this brown cabinet here? I used to have my peppers here on a couple of tables with grow lights, but we decided to move them. So we moved them to the kitchen. That's what was creating, like you saw when I started my grill. I had like this purple shine behind my head when I was streaming. So we moved them to the kitchen, and we have a little bit higher temperatures in the kitchen as well. So they're actually doing pretty well in the kitchen right now. I have about 12 chili plants at the moment. I think it's 8 varieties. And interestingly enough, for you guys who enjoy these segments, I have 3 more peppers that are ready to be eaten that we have not yet made an episode of. So the next 3 months, first Friday of every month is when we do this. And the next 3 months are already in the books. I have the peppers already. They are growing and ripening up on the trees as we speak. So yeah, it's gonna be exciting. They're not as hot as this one, but they're very, very tasty. There's some really cool. There's actually one more of KhangStarr's crosses in there, so that we're gonna taste. But it's a milder one, but it's still gonna kick you in the nuts. At least if you have a bit too many of them. Well, I do it manually more there because I just haven't invested in a timer yet. I should actually get a timer for the plants, but yeah, it wasn't. I really didn't think about it because I just turn them on when I wake up in the morning, and then I turn them off before I go to bed. So they're on for like about 14 hours, 14 to 16 hours a day. The grow lights are off, or the grow lights are on. It's important to give your plants downtime. It is important for your plants to be in the dark, because what happens when you give a plant light is that it consumes carbon dioxide, and it creates photosynthesis, right? For all the light that shines on the leaves, and then it produces. It's kind of hard to explain. I don't exactly know the term, but it kind of like creates energy, right? And if you don't give the plant downtime, it doesn't have time to grow. It does still grow, but it's almost like you're overworking the plant. So by giving them solid light for like 14 to 16 hours, and then giving them pitch black, that time they relax. The carbon dioxide seeps out of the plant again. It's like the plant is breathing and relaxing, and then it's stretching the branches and growing the leaves. And then when you turn on the light again, it stops growing, makes energy, drinks water, that whole thing starts over again. So it's very important to give your chili plants darkness. They cannot be under light for 24 hours. That is not good. You are going to have stressed out plants. Also, you know, if you are interested, I do urge you to check out. There's particularly 2 guys that I follow on YouTube, because let's face it, I'm not super experienced in this, right? I'm kind of a beginner when it comes to growing, even though I feel like I'm probably in the intermediate stage when it comes to like tasting and all that stuff. But when it comes to actually taking care of plants, the gardening part of cooking of growing chili peppers, I'm quite new at that. So there's 2 people that I follow on YouTube that I urge you to check out. There's going to be links underneath underneath the video to these guys' YouTube channels. One guy he's called Chili Chump. Is the one that also supplied a couple of the chili sauces that we tested in the Hot Ones episode that we did. That's episode number 3, by the way, if you want to go and check that out. Oh, and yeah, there was a question before. Yes, I had bird's eye chili. I made a video about it. I think it's 2 videos ago, we had the bird's eye chili. So you can check it in the playlist on YouTube to see the bird's eye chili video if you want to do that. So Chili Chump is one of the guys that I watch. South African. I think he's now currently living in England, if I'm not mistaken. Very calm guy, very, very knowledgeable guy. And I urge you to check him out. And the second one is, of course, Khang Starr, which is the originator of this pepper that we ate today, the KS Lemon StarrBurst. He has another couple of crosses as well that I also have seeds for, but we will get into those later. So if we don't have any other questions, I think that it's time to move on. This pepper was absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much, KhangStarr, for creating this. I feel very happy that I got to taste it finally. I've been wanting seeds for this pepper for quite a while. I urge everybody to check this out and try to obtain seeds for this fantastic pepper if you can. Very spicy. I think so far the spiciest pepper I have tasted on this chili tasting segment that I do once a month, but by far the tastiest. Very, very successful tasting today, even if my face melted for a while. So thank you guys for watching. Until the next chili tasting episode, see if you can get some information about the chilies that you want to grow. You can also leave your comments underneath in the video and give me a subscription. It would be nice to hear what peppers you want to see me try the next time. Until then, take care, and I will see you guys soon.